I'm Surfer Dude.
I'm Matt.
Mr. Fluffs. I forgot which way we go, clockwise or counterclockwise.
Yeah, it's just the way we ordered like the thing.
This is Necro, always his Necro first. That's
yeah.
Why. So it should have been me next.
It should have, but
whatever.
You know, Matt is our special guest today, so he gets the outright cue for today.
Okay. No.
Well, he is player 2.
I have my chair. He has the extra.
Yeah. The hand-me-down chair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good chair.
It's a good chair.
That's a good chair.
It was my chair for many years.
Okay.
Yeah. How's it feel, Matt?
It's fine. It feels good. Feels good to be back.
Yeah.
The chair is, meets my expectations.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Happy to be back. Happy to talk some video games.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
the chair goes well with my freaking stand. Right here.
Yeah. Oh.
Duct tape and all.
You should probably show it off.
Yeah.
Better.
This is actually the first podcast we've done with
Frankenstein.
Yeah. Because it broke during a Let's Play, right?
The table stand broke. Correct?
No. Well, basically, I used to have a stand that clamped onto the table, and the arm where it goes into the clamp that holds onto the table, the part there broke.
Yes.
So, I had to be down on mic stand. So, in order to make it work, we had an extra like floor stand, and but I had to tape the two together because my mic that I use is a different attachment for this mic. It's like a different size or anything. So
yeah, so it doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit. So I had to use my old stand with the new stand, and duct tape them.
Technically, that's not yours, right? Isn't that Necros?
Well, technically, Matt's using Necros, or I'm using the.
Oh, right.
Fourth one, whoever it is. But yeah, this is Podcade Podcast episode 39, recorded on April 22nd, 2016. Yes. How's everyone doing?
Doing good.
Good?
Yeah, doing fine. Glad it's Friday. That's just nice.
Yeah, I am feeling the weekend burn. Definitely today.
I was not even the weekend yet.
Yeah, well, I was up late last night, like at 3 a.m. or something. I've been having trouble sleeping.
Oh.
And I've been getting up early too, and so like I have a long class today, and so during the lunch I kind of laid down my car, kind of like I'm gonna rest my eyes a little bit, but also
2 hours later.
I set an alarm. I set an alarm just in case, and then I got woken up to that alarm, and it was like 10 minutes past, and it was just painful.
Oh.
It was like only a 30 or 40 minute nap or something, so it was just like
that's good enough. Like even a 10-minute nap is really good for when you're sleeping. You wake up energized.
It's like if you can get like an hour, that's like will keep you going for a couple more hours until normal hours. So
I just take cocaine myself.
Oh, okay. That's one solution.
Yeah, that's normal. Yeah.
Don't do drug, kids.
Yeah.
I sleep my good 6 hours at night.
I thought it was like 14 hours or something.
No, because I go to sleep like at 12, and then I wake up at 6ish to go to work. So it's a good minimum of 5 hours, max of 7. Yeah, and that's good for all day long.
Yeah, it varies too. Like
I'm brighter.
3 or 4. Yeah. What about you, man? We haven't really heard from you for a while. What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Not much. Doing school. I know the semester is kind of winding down now. Yeah. We're about a month away.
I think so.
But that means like all the professors are starting to assign the group projects and presentations.
Finals.
So,
Fun.
Finals are coming.
Fun.
I just finished my last wave of midterms though, so that's out of the way, which is nice.
Yeah.
But I do have all these group projects to work on now, and it's hard to get everybody coordinated and on the same page and doing their work. We've all done group projects before.
Yeah. My sister's been getting kind of like the short end of that stick this term. Like she has a couple group projects, and her latest one it was like a group essay, so that's always fun.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works out. You write paragraph 1, you write paragraph 2, I'll write paragraph 3.
Well, it was like a research paper, so each one took like a different section, and then it got combined into a giant essay thing, and she got volunteered to be the one that puts it together.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah.
But no one emailed it until like the night of
that
it was due. So it's like Yeah, and she still had to write the intro and conclusion paragraph.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, okay. But yeah, it's like those group projects are like the terrible things.
I hate people.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Tell us how you really feel.
because they do some pretty dumb stuff sometimes.
Did you have like a terrible group project that you like dreaded from like past?
I don't remember of any, but I'm pretty sure I had many.
You had many.
Louise is just like all of them.
Fluffs.
Fluffs.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
who's Louise? Who were we talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, pretty much, yeah, like you said, all of them.
Okay.
Any group projects. I was the one that tried to not get anything or get the thing that was the most easy so I could just get it over with and then here, I'm done.
Here's my 2 cents.
Yeah, here's my 2 cents. I'm
Yeah.
done. You finish the rest.
Yeah. I kind of got stuck between like, I was like the person that like did like the medium amount, or I was the one that knew the most about it and got automatically volunteered to do all of it or most of it. So those kind of projects I got volunteered. Not as much anymore. Most of the time it's like, films or something now, but not too many like essays or something. Not yet.
How does a group project for film work? Like, you have to get in a group and watch a movie, or what?
Well, no, like you make a film. Someone writes, someone
okay.
directs, someone does camera.
What do you usually do? Direct?
Yeah, direct. I've been doing a lot of editing recently
Oh, okay.
because I got like all the computers and such. I might as well. I've been doing that. Kind of been thinking about doing like some freelance editing. See how that goes.
Craigslist.
Yeah, I kind of looked at that. There's a lot of ads looking for people to help with adult content.
Ah.
Yeah. It's
well
Sweet.
paid.
Yeah, awesome.
It's well paid.
They're looking more.
Do it.
I haven't heard a downside yet. I don't understand.
They're more looking for actors and actresses, professional actors and actresses.
Do it.
I don't know.
Do
Right
it.
Right up
No.
your alley.
No, no.
So what shoe size are you again?
What?
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 I
No,
mean, I bet redheads are in short supply too. They
Right,
probably
right.
let's not go here.
need-
Yeah, like I kind of told like my film teacher that, and he's like,
Mhm.
yeah, that's probably not gonna improve your portfolio, because I was asking him about my portfolio and stuff. He was like, oh, you should do like some freelance stuff. I'm like, yeah, I looked into that. I'm like, there was this, I did check out this Craigslist, and he's like, yeah, nah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, but there I do know there is quite a bit of like freelance work that's not that's just
Mhm.
like normal.
Yeah.
So it's just you gotta look for it a little bit harder. It's not as common.
Okay.
But yeah, student projects and
But
stuff.
I didn't know it was that easy to just get that kind of job. I
Well,
figured it would be more difficult, you know?
it's like
More under the table, shady kind of stuff.
mm,
Not on Craigslist. Well, Craigslist is shady.
yeah, it's like drawing. Being hired to draw like a picture for someone. It's kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's you gotta show that you know what you're doing,
Yeah.
and then you can start taking jobs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, a lot of like the arts are like that professionally. I mean, you're
Yeah.
gonna start out freelancing before you can nail down like a salaried career or something.
yeah, like I'm actually signed up for a few student projects for like the advanced class, to do like their editing for them,
Okay.
or help them with the editing. So that way I have like a few sample projects that are not just
Mhm.
Let's Plays, because apparently Let's Plays don't go very well in Hollywood. Go figure.
Mhm.
I don't think so.
You guys been playing any games lately?
Well, let's see. I was playing The Division quite a bit
Mhm.
prior to this week, but then I kind of got sucked in. I beat the Incursion, which is sort of like the end game, like raid type.
Did you do it legit
Mission.
or did you cheat it?
Totally legit.
Okay.
It
Totally.
Uh-huh.
took me hours.
From
and
behind the
hours.
wall, totally legit.
Yeah, just
I only glitched through the wall once.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, we did it totally legit. It worked out okay. I mean, it's
Yeah.
tough because I don't have like a group of people that I usually play with.
Yeah.
So I was just joining like random groups.
No.
Uh-huh.
And so the first few groups I joined, like some of the players were too low level to really be any good.
Mhm.
But then I finally found like a really good group of guys.
Yeah.
And we just kind of marched through it. It took us maybe like an hour and a half to get through all 15 waves of those guys.
Mm.
But it's fun. Like when you beat it, it's super fun, and the rewards I thought were pretty cool. I got like 2 pieces of like gear set armor.
Yeah.
So it was super awesome.
What is this new thing? The gear set. What is it?
So the gear set armor is there's either 4 or 5 like distinct gear sets.
Uh-huh.
As you collect like pieces of each gear set, they give you special bonuses. So if you can collect 2 pieces of the same gear set, it'll give you a bonus. If you can collect 3 pieces of the same gear set, it gives you another bonus. If you can collect all 4 pieces of the same gear set, it gives you an even better bonus.
Equipped, I assume.
Yeah, you have to have them equipped. Yeah.
Okay.
And what I found out, which is really cool, is you can have like 2 pieces of one gear set equipped and get that bonus, and then have 2 pieces of another gear set equipped and get that bonus too.
Okay.
So it's super awesome.
And it's only on gear, or is it on weapons as well?
No weapons. I don't
Only
think
gear,
any
right?
weapons.
Okay.
Just the gear.
Yeah, there's been like a few bugs or problems with the Division lately.
Yeah, people have found them, haven't they?
Yeah.
Maybe
People have
Ubisoft needs to
too much time on their hands.
invest a little more in the QA department or something.
Well, I mean,
But
like the people,
game's out, and so you just gotta
people
fix it
like
as it comes up.
constantly broke Destiny all the time when it first came
And it was
out.
patched.
Yeah, eventually got patched and stuff.
Well, I think they soft patched that one glitch for that one mission.
Well, yeah, I think they did. They tried fixing one thing.
Uh-huh.
I think that's when you could like push each other through the wall with the cover.
The cover?
Yeah,
That one's fixed.
I think that one got fixed, but then they found out you can like ladder climb through the ceiling and then go through that invisible wall. And
Yeah.
kind of
I
thing.
think they soft patched that.
Well, no, they. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. They shut down the servers and fixed everything, so everything should be. You
Not
shouldn't be.
cheese.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to do it. But like, they kind of tweet at first when they came out. It was like they said like everyone that did it is gonna get. There should be a punishment for those people. Kind of thing.
That's right. I heard about that. They're gonna try and punish the cheaters.
There should be.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard. I'm not sure if they actually did say this, but like I heard like a few days later they came back and like there so many people cheated that we can't do anything.
Yeah, like 75% of their people would just.
I thought it was like higher. Like it was really like there was like the matchmaking. It was like either there was no matchmaking, or when you did matchmake, you would matchmake with the people that actually were cheating.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like everyone was doing that mission was cheating.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
I swear we did it totally legit.
Yeah.
It took us
Well,
a
yeah.
long time.
I'm guessing it's probably like 80 or 90% or something like really high.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed like not many people kind of went the whole way.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like you gotta really grind for really good loot before you get to that mission.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
you can do any kind of damage in a reasonable amount of time.
Yes, you do.
But like, I don't know. In terms of like the whole bug thing, I kind of find it a little bit annoying because like they had like there was like when it first came out there was like a game breaking bug or something, and they patched it, and then that resulted into like the backpack glitch, which made people not be able to sign into their characters because of like a bug backpack.
Right. I heard about that.
And then when they patched like the cover thing, they made it so some people had like all their characters get deleted.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
it
cool.
looked like it got deleted. They said that the server is not in sync, or their Xbox isn't in sync with the servers.
Okay.
So their data, all the characters are there. It's just when the Xbox tries to connect their profile, it just says you have no characters. So it's like not.
Like a blank.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if they fixed that yet. So there's still people that have that. I was kind of fully expecting to have like all my characters gone the day
When you logged in.
Yeah. So if all my characters were gone, especially after spending so much time to get level 30 and like decent gear, not like the greatest, but I think I would have been just like, I'm done.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
much.
Are you
Me too.
after getting all the way level 30?
Yeah. Even if it did come
yeah.
back eventually, I think I would still be done.
I would have been done too. I'd be like, forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Destiny. Division was all right, but I don't know. It's having a really hard time making me stay around because it's really just when you're really high level, it's really just the Dark Zone, which is PvP, which is I don't know. I haven't spent too much time. You spent, Mr. Fluffs, you spent a little bit more time.
I spent definitely longer than you.
Yeah, in the Dark Zone.
You can avoid them.
Yeah.
The world is large enough to be able to avoid them.
Yeah.
But yeah, some rogues can be pretty overpowered.
Yeah, but
again, because
what about the frequency of like good loot dropping? Did it take a while to find good loot, or did it like?
They recently.
Well, I don't
patched
go
that
for the
too.
loot. I mainly just go for the Phoenix credits.
Oh.
Which I can use to buy other weapons.
Mm.
And then I guess just farm yellow people, yellow enemies, and then named enemies, and you get a good chance. Increase your scavenging.
Yeah, it's all about getting to the named enemies because they drop high end gear minimum.
Yeah.
On everything.
You also played Division, right, Matt?
Yeah, absolutely.
What class? I guess we called it. Like Warlock, Hunter was like your main guy.
It's funny. So I started out like pretty much like, I guess like a pretty well-rounded character. Like I had invested in firearms and stamina and electronics pretty evenly while I was playing like single player through the campaign.
You're both confused. You said Division, and then you started talking about classes of Warlock and whatnot. He's talking about Destiny.
Oh,
you played Destiny before, right, Matt?
Oh, excuse me.
What class did you use?
I thought we were talking about Destiny, yeah, and then I guess I said Division.
You said Division.
Okay.
That's why he got
Destiny,
confused. Yeah.
Yeah, I played.
I'm tired.
Uh-huh.
What class did you start off in Destiny, Matt?
Titan.
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 Yeah. I started as Warlock, and then Fluff started as Hunter, and Necro's 10.
I'm a Hunter 100%.
Yeah. There's not that much reason to switch characters or have build up.
Yeah, there is.
There is.
It makes the game completely different.
Yeah, like any MMO, if you're grinding for gear, it's gonna pay off to have multiple characters if you can put that time in.
Yeah.
But most people.
Well, I mean, like, what was it? The weekly. You could like do it with each, like when Destiny Year 1, you could like do each.
Oh, that way you mean? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's no reason to have 3 characters anymore.
Yeah.
Unless you have like 2 characters of the same, then you can get loot for each one of them. Have a chance to get loot for the same character twice or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no reason just to have 3.
Yeah.
You can still do Nightfall 3 times.
Yeah, and I guess that's
and get rewards for that.
Yeah.
You can also do the raid.
Yeah.
3 times. Well, many times.
Many times.
Speaking about the raid, I was doing the raid yesterday.
Okay.
Didn't pass it because I had to.
Which raid?
The Oryx Taken.
Oh, Taken King.
Taken King. There you go. That one.
Oh, okay.
On hard. It's still hard.
Okay.
It's still hard.
Even with the new level or light level?
Oh, it was brought up though.
Oh, with it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We just got to the witches, stopped there because I had to like do stuff, and then people left, and we just stopped there.
Yeah. So mostly Division and Destiny for you guys.
Yeah, well, I was playing the Division this week. I started Quantum Break, so that's been taking up my time now.
How's that?
It's okay. So, Remedy is the developer. They're the same guys that did Alan Wake, if you guys remember that game.
Yeah.
So I think the gameplay, like the third-person shooting mechanics, are a little generic.
Okay.
But the story gets better like as the longer you play. So this game is interesting in that instead of like traditional cutscenes between like gameplay acts, they call them, you have like full-on like sort of like TV 22-minute episodes.
Yeah.
Between these acts, like live action.
Okay.
And then the TV episodes adjust to decisions you made in the game, right?
Right. Yeah.
So like because it's all. Do you know about what the Quantum Break is about?
Nope.
Okay. Would you like to explain?
It's about time travel.
Okay.
And it's sort of about like
think Mass Effect with time travel.
Well, I just saw the guy that was shooting at stuff, and then he would randomly be able to go back in time and keep shooting stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
There's not too much there. I don't think there's any like rewinding time abilities. You can stop time.
Yeah.
So you can like.
Oh, stop time. Okay.
Yeah, you can like freeze enemies for a little while, and then you can like sort of shoot them and sort of like stack your bullets. So you shoot like a whole clip at like a really heavy enemy, and then when the time bubble unfreezes, like he gets hit by it all at once and it like explodes on him.
Yeah. Like one of the TV choices I saw in like it was like two guys were like facing off, like pointing guns at each other, and then like in the game you could like make a choice of like taking their guns or doing something, and then in the episode it shows like the time effect, and then their guns disappear in the live action version. So that's like how it affects it, kind of like that, right?
Yeah, that's how it works. That the specific scene you're talking about is actually mandatory. They cannot shoot each other.
So that's like, I guess, a tutorial.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
sort
probably
of.
why.
Yeah, but like one of the main like first decisions you'll make, like, okay, so at the end of each like gameplay act, or sort of like each level, I guess you could call it, you actually take over as the antagonist, the villain, for like a very short amount of time, like gameplay, and he'll make a key decision, and it'll affect like whether you spare the life of this one character, who will like maybe help your protagonist in the future, or you can kill that character off completely. And so for the rest of the TV series, that character will either be alive or that character will be gone completely. No. And so they had to like film like alternate versions of each scene a little bit.
So that's quite a bit of undertaking, especially for like a game to do that, but like a live action TV series.
Yeah, it is a big undertaking, but the quality, the production value of the live action is not like AAA grade. It's kind of like sci-fi grade. Okay. Sort of like B TV. Oh. It's still cool though. The story, it starts a little slow and kind of silly, but as you get closer to the end, like things start to ramp up, and you kind of get a little more invested in the characters. The main characters are pretty cool. The main protagonist is played by, I forget his name exactly, Sean Ashmore. He plays Iceman in the X-Men movies.
Oh, okay.
And then the main antagonist is the guy who plays Littlefinger in Game of Thrones. And they both do a pretty excellent job, but some of like the supporting cast and ancillary characters are a little campy and kind of archetypal, but it's a cool story, and it has a neat twist or a neat take on time travel and how time travel works in that universe compared to like others.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll check it out a little bit later.
Is there multiplayer? I'm guessing no.
No, I don't. I think it's only single player. Yeah, so it's a kind of a cool game, but yeah, there's no multiplayer. It's like a probably 12 to 15 hour just straight campaign. Okay. But because of like the different decisions you can make, you could replay it like again to get maybe a different outcome or something.
Yeah. Was it worth the $60? Would you say?
Well, I got it. I have GameFly, so I didn't spend. I just got it in the mail and started playing it. I would say it's worth the $60 if you're interested in like a solid single player campaign. But if you require, and a lot of people do these days, multiplayer components, and you're looking to get like dozens and dozens of hours of gameplay out of it, then you're gonna pass on this one. Yeah.
For me, from what it looked like, it kind of looked more like a $40 game. Like, wait for a little, like maybe a sale to come down a little bit in price. But I don't think every game needs a multiplayer. I think Fluffs would disagree with that.
I would have to disagree with you.
Okay.
Like you said, if you want dozens and dozens more hours of gameplay, you need multiplayer. Yeah. You can't do that from single player.
Yeah. Fluffs, you should play The Order 1886 and come back with your review. Tell us how you liked that one.
PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Everybody just hates on that game so much.
It wasn't that like a 4-hour campaign or something?
It's like 6 to 8, but it is literally like just the single player 6 to 8 hour campaign, and
I felt like the main gripes about it was just dull.
Yeah, it's kind of, they just said the gameplay was so generic, like cover-based third-person shooter. Yeah. Gears of War did this, 5 years ago, more than that now. I liked it. I thought the story was really cool. It ends on a little bit of a cliffhanger, which kind of irritated me a touch. And we're probably not going to get a sequel.
So we're probably going to get a 1987?
I doubt it.
I doubt it. Didn't like the studio that made it got shut down, or
no? Ready at Dawn. I think they're fairly local in Irvine or somewhere.
That's cool.
And they're working on. They just got signed actually by GameStop's new publishing branch, Game Trust.
Oh, that's right.
So they're working on some probably like maybe it'll probably end up being like a $10 to $15 like download game.
What do you guys think about that? GameStop actually publishing games instead of selling them.
Well, they got to change up their business model somehow, right? They see the end coming.
What do you? How many years do you think it's gonna be until like brick and mortar stores are kind of like gone?
Yeah, well, gosh, I don't know. It's really weird. Microsoft, right at the beginning of this console generation, tried to go digital only. Then people like rebelled against that furiously, and so they backed off.
And now we're digital.
Yeah,
more or less. I mean, I think we still need physical a little bit.
Right. So
the last physical game I bought was Master Chief Collection, only because it came with physical goodies, which is like a license plate that said my other car is Warthog or whatever.
Yeah.
That's all, I only got it because of that. But I mean, any other physical game I probably wouldn't get.
Yeah. See, I don't like to buy too many games. I'll rent them through GameFly, and I'll just try them out. And if I can beat them like in one weekend or something, I'll do that, and I'll just send it back and get a new one. So it'd be a real bummer if we went all digital. But that is the way it's going.
Yeah.
And when Microsoft backed out on this console generation, I thought, well, I've got this console generation at least, right? I've got maybe 5 to 7 more years of disc-based gaming.
Yeah, you're right.
But we'll see what happens with the new PlayStation that's coming out, if that still has an optical drive in it even.
Yeah. Yeah, so do you know about the new PlayStation that's rumored, or I guess it's now confirmed?
I just heard the rumors, but
okay, so
no information about it.
So from basically what I've heard, it was like rumored that it was basically called the PlayStation 4.5, which is basically there's going to be a few more like some parts of the PS4 got a little bit of an upgrade. So it was like a little bit more RAM, maybe maybe like another core or two.
Yeah, specifically, they upgraded the CPU, GPU, and then they increased the bandwidth of the RAM. It's still 8 gigabytes of GDDR5, but they increased the bandwidth. It's really an odd...
I thought did they increase the video card quality too?
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, that's right, because they're now going to offer 4K with it.
Well, that's the rumor, is that it will be able to upscale games to 4K resolution. It's not going to natively output 4K.
Yeah, because computers now, I know, it's hard to do 4K.
Yeah, computers can do it, but you got to spend like thousands of dollars
We're
to
not
get
there
graphic cards that good.
Plus, I don't think many people have 4K
TVs.
No. And it's really odd. Like, when I first heard this news, it was Giant Bomb that scooped it this week. Like, I thought at first 4.5 was kind of just a rumor. I didn't think it was going to happen because the PlayStation 4 is selling so well.
Yeah.
All we hear about is how the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 are outpacing the last generation, and how PS4 is outselling Xbox One like 2-1. I mean,
I think it's like 3.
No, there's like 35 to 40 million PS4s out there now sold through.
I think
and
Xbox
there's 19
I think
Xbox Ones.
Yeah, Xbox just announced that they crossed like 18 or 19 million.
Right.
This like past week.
Yeah, so it's about 2-1. Yeah. And so you wouldn't think, like, why would Sony mess with the momentum they've built? I mean, they've been almost perfect from like a publicity and PR standpoint this console generation. They've been all about players and games.
Yeah.
And now they're doing something that seemingly is very anti-players because it's anti-consumer. Right now you're asking people to go buy another potentially $400 or $500 machine. Okay.
I have a theory about it. I mean, most people are thinking that they're doing it to like have like VR support, for the I think it's PlayStation VR is what they're calling it.
Yeah, PlayStation.
I still like the Morpheus better.
Yeah, somebody at Sony like really likes
the Matrix.
The Matrix, because you have the Morpheus and then you have the Neo.
Yeah, this PS4.5 is being called Neo, or
that's like
the mode
name.
Well, basically they confirmed it by talking to devs. Basically, all PS4 games starting, I think it's October.
Yeah, right. All fall games have to have a base mode and a Neo mode, and then all games released like September or later have to have like a day one patch that allows for a Neo mode. Yeah,
so I think most developers are just gonna not make they've made example of Fallout 4 in normal mode you have like this much stuff that you can render at one time, and then also the draw distance or something. And on Neo mode, it can be greater or something. I think it's just going to be the same, and they're just going to make it so that the frame rate is better on the Neo mode.
Yeah, I guess, but that's a problem, especially for first-person shooters. Like, people are going to be crazy upset if someone's playing their FPS at 30 frames per second, and somebody they have to play competing against them gets to play at 60 frames per second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, people are going to go bananas over that. They're going to be pissed.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
My theory is that, I mean, we've been kind of expecting that, like, a slim model or, like, some kind of slimmer model or cheaper version of, like, each console kind of around this time, because last generation it came about around the 5th year or 6th year of the console cycle, somewhere around there. And we got the PlayStation 3 Slim, and then the new Xbox, which is like had like a new design. It was in the new white one or something.
Yeah.
And they do that because they get acquired like cheaper hardware to make that, so it's basically the same processing power, but it's smaller and cheaper, so they can lower the price and stuff and call it slim. My theory for this one is, for whatever reason, it was cheaper to go with the chips that they bought this time. It just turned out it was more powerful, and that's my theory. It was just because of money wise.
Interesting. So you think, like,
because so far we haven't really got a consumer answer about what this is. They've been mostly just talking to devs of like, this is what it does, plan for it.
Yeah, technically it's all still rumors.
Yeah, rumors.
But we'll see what happens at E3.
Yeah.
I bet big things at E3 this year. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really want to know why PlayStation is doing this, or why Sony's doing it. I remember, because like the initial suspicion was that they're doing it to boost the VR performance.
Yeah.
But the PlayStation VR's resolution is set. It has a 1080p screen in it.
Yeah.
So you can't increase resolution. So it'd be all frame rate,
Yeah.
and
Well,
maybe some graphical fidelity.
Yeah. Well, you still need the breakout box that comes with it.
Yeah.
Even with the Neo mode or whatever this is. So it doesn't look like right now, at least it's not for VR. But they also did say that there will be no Neo exclusive games. Like, you can only play this on PS4.5.
Right.
Kind of thing. So they don't want to split the market. It's basically what their main goal is, or at least what they said there is. And then there was like a few rumors of like Xbox might come out with like a modular Xbox that like people can buy like cards and swap them in and out and stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of go into like the PC area kind of thing, but I'm kind of thinking people aren't going to do that, because if you're going to go that far, you might as well get a PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, the outlets kind of got a hold of that one. They kind of twisted the words that Phil Spencer said in an interview and said, oh, he's talking about modular stuff. Actually, if you read like the transcript of what he actually said, he was talking about there will be new hardware capability within a console generation.
Yeah.
And what's hardware capability mean? I mean, it's very vague. It probably just means a whole new console.
Yeah. Well, even like before, I think even before the Xbox and PS4 launched, they were already working on the next console.
But they always are. And that's why this is so weird, because, they talk about how these manufacturers of consoles, hardware manufacturers, lose money on each console that they sell at the beginning. And then they really make their profits with the licenses they garner and the royalties they garner from selling software.
Yeah.
So why would you start the whole process mid-generation when your current console, you're selling profitably, you're outpacing your competition 2-1, and you've got 40 million of them out there? I mean, that's 40 million people that are going to be a bit upset when they know, come this fall or maybe next spring, that they have to upgrade, or they're getting like the second best.
Yeah. But also like in the mobile market, we get like a new iPhone or any kind of phone yearly, and people are happy to upgrade that.
But that's not the expectation in console gaming. You expect your console to last more than 2 years.
Yeah.
It's supposed to last 5 to 7.
Yeah.
At least.
How much did the 360 last?
They just stopped production this week,
Yeah.
so 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Was it
little
like
over
10
10
years,
years.
5 months or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's a
good,
really
good
long
run
time.
360.
Yeah.
Bad
I
run
do
Xbox
know.
One.
Yeah.
I do know when they launched this generation of consoles, they did say that like both Sony and Microsoft did say they're not gonna go as long as 10 years. Like they stretched out. They did try to stretch that as much as possible because of that thing of like they were making money right now, so putting out a new console is just gonna restart the cycle. Of
Yeah.
like not.
Yeah, that's why I'm so curious. I have a few theories about like why they're actually doing it. Besides like just boosting VR, I don't know. I mean, if they made VR work with the base PlayStation, I mean that's where you still have to build the games for the base model. So the
Plus
base,
the Neo.
yeah, plus the Neo. So the base model is still going to hold back, innovation, just like the base PS3 and Xbox 360 held back innovation from multi-platform games that went to the PC too. But
Right.
PC still upgrades the graphics and the frame rates themselves. So I don't understand exactly the logic behind it, except that they're talking about how it will upscale to 4K. And I was reading an article on Forbes on how this might be a ploy by Sony to somehow boost 4K TV set sales.
Yeah.
Because their TV business has
Oh.
been struggling. And if people have like a 4K console, that gives them a reason to buy a 4K TV now.
Right.
I actually hear like from like the film area that like you shouldn't buy a 4K TV because it's like gonna jump to like 8K soon, so or 16K. Like it's like
That's
newer
ridiculous though.
newer TVs are coming out with better resolution, so it's like you should. It's like the 3D TVs. Like wait until they're like more reasonable price and actually are around still before you go out and buy them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Sony's doing it to sell more TVs though, because you
yeah.
wouldn't risk the momentum that your profitable PlayStation brand has made to help a struggling TV brand. It's too much of a risk,
Yeah.
I think both Sony and Microsoft, like their gaming division, it's like outpacing everything else, isn't it?
Well, certainly not Microsoft. Microsoft makes a ton of money on software with like Word and Windows 10, of course.
Yeah.
And that's actually kind of a key thing too. Is Sony is traditionally a hardware manufacturer, whereas Microsoft is mainly a software manufacturer.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes Sony a little more comfortable making the first step to doing like a mid-console jump like this.
Yeah.
But I have to think too that part of the decision is that I guess they think that enough people are going to buy the new system that they can just make more money on it, and maybe this is sort of like a preemptive strike, like in anticipation of what the Nintendo NX will be.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to maintain market share. They don't want to lose market share.
Yeah.
They're probably also worried about the progress of tablets and phones. Right? The console business does not want to end up the way that the handheld business ended up, where their market share got completely decimated by smartphones and tablets.
Yeah.
I mean, handhelds. The new 3DS does okay, but the Vita has been dead since it arrived. It's been dead. So that's probably playing into their reasoning there. It's just I'm excited about it because it's like a new console. We get to talk about it, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
But I'm also a little irritated though because I don't want to invest in another console. Like
I just bought my PS4 not too long ago.
Right, and that's the whole thing about console gaming for me is it's like the most affordable way to do it.
Yeah.
Right? If I wanted to spend money on games, then I would just go to PC.
Which you should.
No, I like console gaming. It's affordable. The expectation is you buy the console, you plug it in, and it works.
Yeah.
That's it, and it does it for 7 years.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it.
You actually like. It used to be PC was actually pretty solid, and it worked all the time, like in the 90s and stuff. Like, but now it's just becoming like a running thing of like it's broken for like a good couple weeks, and then
it's tough. And like games, it's like a case by case situation where some games will work fine on PC, but then others, even like AAA big name titles like last summer, Arkham Knight, right? I mean, they put a ton of money into that game.
I think it's still broken.
And it was broken for like a month. People just couldn't play it.
I think
before
it's
it got
still
patched.
broken. I think.
Maybe.
I
don't
think it
know.
is.
They just abandoned it, like, oh, whatever, that's a failure.
So, gosh, I just think that's another like downside I see is like if developers now have to spec a game for the Neo version and the base version, that you're splitting their resources again.
Yeah.
Like, what's that going to do to the quality of the game? Yeah, eventually, what's going to happen is one version will end up running better than another. And so, like, it's going to be like, where does the developer put their resources, into the base version or the Neo version? And how's that going to affect the console's ability to run the game?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say something. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, that's right. I have noticed, like, with, like, in terms of like games being broken when they come out, the whole indie market kind of thing is pretty solid. It's mostly the AAA big studio games that come out have the problems, because I buy a lot of indie games on PC. It's very rare that I have like a game breaking bug, and usually it gets patched, but I mean, it's probably because it's a smaller studio, it's a more simple game versus like Batman Arkham, where Batman flies through the air and jumps into his car and does like a donut and does a backflip.
Yeah.
And then his car turns into a tank.
Yes.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you not played it?
You were there. You played the Let's Play.
I think so, yeah.
The Bat
You were
Tank,
there.
People
I
made
own
a
it.
big
I
deal
own
out of
it,
it. Some
actually.
people liked it, and other people hated the Bat Tank.
It was okay.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I liked that game a lot.
I did, after a while, it did kind of get old that there was so much missions to use the tank that I'm like, okay, I kind of want some variety a little bit, but it was a new thing. It was different, which I'm always happy about, being different. It was one thing.
Yeah, I don't know. At least maybe like to sum up on the PS 4 Neo, it's that I think either this is sort of like a real doomsday scenario for Nintendo, like as if their NX comes out and it's not as powerful as the Neo, it's gonna fall flat, like super flat, and that's gonna be the second console that's not gonna make it, and that could be like the end of Nintendo as like a hardware manufacturer. But if Nintendo comes out and messages their system properly to the audience and says like we're going to be all about games and gamers, we're not going to have these mid-console jumps, like maybe you get like a lot of fans that way, people who are upset with Sony now, you could maybe grab a bit of market share that way.
Yeah, you're right.
So it could be,
I mean,
it's a sort of a double-edged sword for Nintendo. I think there's
That's
opportunity there. But
that's what happened on the E3 where both Xbox One and PS4 were revealed. Sorry.
Reveal.
Like Xbox One went with their conference first. Everyone hated it, and then PS4 came in like,
yeah, boom,
oh,
$400, $100
everything positive.
cheaper. Games and players come our way, and
Yeah.
everybody did.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
I mean, we mostly use Xbox because, well, at least refuse.
Because I got one.
You refuse to get PS4.
Because I'm not gonna spend another $400
Hey,
to get another
just
console.
wait for the Neo comes out.
There
you
you
could
go.
Get, you could get a used
There
PS4
you
for
go.
probably like $100.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. But like personally, like for me, like I've kind of figured out the whole thing when I was like 8 or something, when I was in Blockbuster kind of renting games. You know, if I have one console, I just get this aisle to pick games. But if I get two consoles, I get this aisle and the next aisle. Simple
what if
math.
you can't get two consoles, then you pick what you want.
Well, no, but I figured it out. I just didn't buy like 5 or 6 games, and then I would use that money to buy a console, and then I would be able to play more games in the future. Investing.
I guess.
Yeah.
I really want to play Overwatch.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's actually coming out. No, the beta is coming out soon.
Beta's coming out, I think, on the 6th or
Yeah.
3rd.
I'm gonna
Speaking
get.
of betas, I played Battleborn beta.
Yeah.
We played it. We did one Let's Play of one of the missions.
Yeah, we did. It was all right.
I thought it was pretty fun. I love the PvP side of it. You never played it, but
No.
it was pretty fun.
I mean, I did check it out a little bit, like in terms of videos, of like comparison videos between it, because I'm kind of interested. It's kind of surprising because like Battleborn has more story missions and like an actual campaign and stuff.
Right.
And Overwatch is just PvP matches.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, I would go for story because I don't play PvP too much, but I'm actually liking Overwatch more for some reason.
They're making Overwatch very user friendly and simple.
Yeah. Well, no, they're both like a little bit simple. You do have to drill a little bit more in Battleborn, like kind of read some stuff and like kind of figure it out. But like, yeah, I do agree that the Overwatch characters, you look at the character and you can kind of get a good idea of how they play. You know? Like the Tracer, you know, she's like a teleport kind of character that kind of zips around, and then you got the sniper lady who is kind of
a sniper.
Yeah, sniper.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah. But yeah, what I was trying to say before was like, which side do you kind of lean more towards in terms of consoles? Are you more PS4 or more Xbox?
Well, last generation I was definitely more Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm.
And in general, games ran better on the 360 than they did the PS3, just because the PS3 was kind of a mess from launch, the way they designed the hardware. This generation, I've definitely leaned more towards the PS4.
No.
I don't see like a whole lot of difference between the consoles. I know people make quite a big deal about the resolution difference. Usually games run at a little bit higher resolution on PlayStation 4 than they do Xbox One. But the main thing, like when I first got the consoles, was that I thought the user interface, just the regular dashboard, was better on the PS4 than it was the original Xbox One.
Yeah.
Because the Xbox One, of course, was made for use with Kinect.
Yeah.
Right? So it was a little slow. Like each menu, you had to open sort of like a different app just to get the settings. It was kind of slow.
Everything was big, so you can move your hand to it.
Well, it's more based for Windows, because the whole tile interface is it's why they want to make it both compatible with Windows 10 and crossplay.
But the Xbox One's dashboard is much better now.
Yeah, I do
like
agree.
it quite a bit now.
It can still be a little sluggish though.
Yeah.
And some things you do.
Yeah, no, it's definitely still sluggish, but you don't have to go through as many menus to get to what you want now.
Okay.
You know? I think it's really nice.
Like
they did a good job.
I think when it first launched, like the achievements menu was like hidden. You had to drill down through your
There was pretty much no achievements menu. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now there is.
Yeah. Now it's a little easier to find.
Right there, right on the sidebar or wherever.
Yeah. I personally, I don't think there's much difference. It's mostly exclusive games you should look at and what your friends are getting, because there's so many co-op games and multiplayer games now. You really just want to play with your friends, and that's how you should go about it.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So.
I just can't wait for crossplay.
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Yeah,
Xbox.
man. I hope that really happens.
Yeah. They're both open to it, apparently.
We'll see. They'll do.
I really
Rocket
don't
League
think
will
it'll
do it,
happen.
And then nobody else.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll happen, but
we'll see. I think it'd be really cool. It certainly benefits Microsoft more to get that done than Sony, because Sony has a much larger player base this console generation.
Right. So
it's sort of like, why give that up? That's kind of like a big factor into your decision making when you decide to buy a console.
Yeah.
Right. Where's the larger player base? Where are your friends? Right. As Surfer Dude was saying.
Yeah. You're in the future, both Xbox and Sony will come together and make one console.
Yeah, that would be bad. I want competition.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
$1,000. Yeah. We kind of going a little bit long. So, was there any other stories before we go? Because we do have a loot crate. I got.
You should open the loot crate.
Yeah, but.
Oh, you already opened it. But
well, I peeked. Yeah.
You always peek.
I have to.
I opened mine today, by the way.
Yeah. You still haven't brought your anime crates.
They're there.
They're there.
Whatever.
Okay.
They're all right.
They're all right.
Yeah.
Which is better? Do you like more?
No, anime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually I'm starting to. I think I am gonna just do gaming crate for a little bit. But I think I'm gonna do gaming for a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna stop because I think I'm good on stuff. So
okay.
No. I'm thinking of my sister has the Disneyland season pass, and she really wants me to get the season pass so we can actually go, because
you pay monthly for that too, right?
Yeah, it's like $10 or $20 a month, and then you also gotta buy the ticket first, and then you, in order to keep it active, you pay $10 or $20 per month.
Okay.
Since it's Disney, I'm gonna say it's 20.
Yeah. Possibly 30.
Most likely.
Yeah.
So, and plus who who doesn't want to go to Disneyland by themselves? So it's like you really need to get a group of people to all get the season pass together, to make it worth it.
Right.
So, but yeah.
I'll just like one last thought on the PlayStation Neo. This last thought just to sum it up. As like a core gamer, which is what I consider myself as, the reason it's like most upsetting, I think, is that console gaming is, for a core gamer, is the most affordable option. I don't want to play on my phone. I don't want to play on my tablet. I want to play with a controller through my TV. And console gaming is, for a core gamer, the most affordable option available. So if Sony and Microsoft start upgrading consoles and consoles become more and more like PCs, because it's already the most affordable option, there's really nowhere for me to go. So it's kind of upsetting, but times are changing, and consoles have been becoming more and more like PCs, for a while. That's just a trend.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're not going to be completely screwed over if you stick with your current PS4.
No, you won't, but I don't like Sony just kind of shipping me off to the side, because I'm one of the 40 million that made the console what it is. Yeah, why it's a big success.
He already bought it. We don't need to try to convince him.
Yeah. So it's like, who's the console for? Who's your target market now?
Yeah. Do you know about Loot Crate?
I know of Loot Crate, yeah.
Yeah. So every month you get shipped some stuff goodies that's tied to a theme. What kind of themes do we had in the past?
We've had many.
Yeah.
Fantasy. That was a good one.
There was, I think,
Fantasy
Villains was one.
Villains was another one.
Yeah. I think for Villains I got the that apron. What was that from? Breaking Bad. That show, that popular show that everyone loves, and I need to.
I got this shirt on one of the Loot animes 2 months ago.
You did brought something.
Yeah. I don't know if you know about Ruby. I'm guessing.
I know of Ruby, Rooster Teeth and stuff.
Yeah. This is where it's from. I got it from one of the Loot Crate animes.
Very cool.
Yeah. So this one is Quest. So questing for stuff. And yeah.
They were really marketing the Harry Potter theme. Is it that one?
There is one Harry Potter thing in here.
And that's the only Harry Potter thing?
What is it?
It is socks.
Awesome.
Nice.
What do the socks say there?
I don't know.
Oh, let's find out.
You shall read it.
Ring, locket. Oh, it's all the Horcruxes. The diary, the cup.
Oh, nice.
That's really cool, dude.
Yeah. So we also got, I got a shirt.
Snake tiara.
Harry. I think it's Labyrinth.
Yeah, it is. David Bowie. That's a great shirt.
Yeah. Yeah. We did get I did get a poster that
that's cool.
Might rip. Nathan Drake, Uncharted.
Oh.
That is such a tiny poster.
It is.
What is that?
I am a man. Fortune. Must
seek my fortune.
Yes.
I'm a man. Fortune.
Yes. As usual, a pin.
A pin.
Yeah, fancy pin.
You know what's funny? On the Loot animes, we don't get pins. We get phone charms. Basically, what goes inside the headphone jack.
Oh.
And they're like different swinging thingies.
What was this month? Cool. Or are we gonna even know the character that you got?
Oh, I don't know, but
yeah,
I prefer that over the pins because I'll never use the pins, but I'll use the phone charms.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I collected like a few Disney pins, so I put those with them. But the last couple pins that they come with like stuff, like digital stuff. Like one time I got a comic book with like one. So. Oh.
Is that Harry Potter 2? That pin?
No. This is this is like a dice thing.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
You got your 20.
So there, cool. I've just recently heard about this Vikings show. It's like
on the.
I think it's History Channel.
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a cup that is a horn. Comes with a special strap to hold it, so you can like
cool.
walk around and go. I can drink my tea on the go.
I guess.
Stylish.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
There you go. This one I actually liked the most out of everything. It is a ice cube maker that makes it into the 6-sided dice or something. So like
6-sided dice. That's
a
pentagon.
What was it?
That's a pentagon.
Very cool.
Do you know what it's called? What kind of dice it is?
No, I'm not a big Dungeons
or something.
Dragons person, but it's like a.
Probably says in the box. 20-sided dice ice maker mold.
Yeah.
20-sided.
20-sided.
That's neat.
and it comes with numbers and stuff. So it's like, I thought that was pretty.
Oh,
cool.
actually, it comes with the numbers.
Yeah, there's numbers on it. And
that's
stuff.
cool.
But that's basically it. You know, mace.
How do you put the water inside to make the ice though?
There's a hole.
Oh, okay.
I guess you could just pass it to
Yeah.
him or chuck it out.
That's fine. I already saw it
Okay.
with his hands.
Okay. But yeah, that's basically it.
That's cool.
Do we got anything coming out soon that we need to talk about, Mr. Floss? Or Matt, do you have anything, any projects you would like to promote?
No, nothing to promote.
No? Just by yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just me doing work.
Yeah.
Schoolwork.
Yeah.
nothing super interesting right now.
Let's see what we got. Some Podcade Labs coming out right now. We got a few Hearthstones that we've been playing. You know, you've been really into Hearthstone lately. And
I've been alright.
Yeah.
Been alright.
Playing on the side.
Playing on the side. Yeah, like pretty much when I have nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm. I play it occasionally, but yeah, we do some matches and stuff. What's our kind of, who wins more, me or you, or is it about even?
It's about even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did a few episodes of like challenging each other, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I haven't bought any more packs though, so that's
No.
good. That's why I like this game. Like,
Mm.
there's the incentive to buy the packs to get better
Yeah.
cards, but you can easily get gold to just purchase it with the gold
Right.
in game currency.
Yeah.
You could easily get 100 gold per day,
Yeah.
and each pack is I think 150.
I
Or
thought it was 100
actually.
I thought it was 100.
Yeah, so there you go.
But yeah, that's been our episode for now. Make sure to subscribe to us on iTunes. We soon will be launching our podcast on our platforms. We just gotta find them and figure out how.
Soon, maybe a couple months.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It is just me. Yeah. But make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, Podcade.com.
Yep.
And also check out our site, Podcade.com. Matt, is there a place that people can find you, or would they got Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter. I'm Fleeing Karma on Twitter. That's
Fleeing.
FleeingKarma.
Yeah.
I'm also Fleeing Karma on PSN and Xbox Live. Go ahead and friend me if you want to.
Sweet.
And that's
I'll
about
friend
it.
you.
Yeah, we'll find
I'll
you.
friend you.
Yeah, well, we can drag you down and make you fail over and over
Pretty
in
much.
Division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Division and Destiny.
Yeah.
Any you want.
Yeah.
Well, in Destiny, I'll help you out there.
Ah.
in Destiny.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you use Twitter?
No.
No, I don't. I still don't know.
I have it, but it's just there.
Well, I made you get it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
so we have it. But anyway, yeah. So see you later. I am Super Dude,
Just fluffs.
Matt.
and see ya.